Ms. Annie Javelin, and in this module we will be covering the encyclopedia. Now, if you followed through with our other videos, you have seen where in our short description, the encyclopedia module covers it's basically a dictionary to give terms, understandings to different meanings, and so forth. Now, what I have gone ahead and done is gone through, and you will first, in adding to your encyclopedia, as with any other areas into the modules, is for your category. Now, I had already created the category of Second Life. But what you would do is type a title in here for your different category. For say Second Life is one. Another category that you might have would be for, say, business slurls or anything like this, or business slang or so forth. In your description, I would put in, say, slang. Let's make it common slang terms for business in Second Life. Now, again, being that it's a text box and so forth, I have where I can make it in bold, italic, underline, and so forth, as you've seen through with our other modules. I can put it in any different language that I may want to. For example, if you know that, let's say, you have different visitors or members of your website who happen to be German, you might make a German to English encyclopedia here for different words that are commonly used that need translation for them to understand. You would click send, because remember, if you start to go to here on the bottom and add the new encyclopedia term to be used, then you will have where it will not save your top box right here. So you need to go ahead and make sure that you've added that first. And here you see where business slang has been put in. You see here where it shows how many terms we've actually put into our encyclopedia. You see the status here that shows that these are active. And then the functions where I can either edit, make it not available for our status, or just delete the category altogether. Now here you'll see where I can add a new encyclopedia term. Now I'm going to put in the term where I put SLURL, and I will put in, say, dash and then slurl, or rather slurls, which is what's common for people to say in mentioning an SLURL. Now I'll put in for the SLURL slurls, and then I'll put in for the definition, terms used for describing a URL address to teleport a person from one location to a specific location in Second Life. Okay then, and as I said, through the text box here is where you can go ahead and make any adjustment to your text. What I would maybe do here is, for example, in highlighting the SLURL or slurls, make it bold so that it stands out. I may then highlight again slurls and make it italic and underline it so that people can see that that may be how it's pronounced in a way that the term is normally used or understood as. The language I'm going to leave as English. Now I get to choose here which encyclopedia that I would like to put that in, whether it be the Second Life encyclopedia or the business slang. I'll just go ahead and leave it as for in Second Life, and then I just click add, and now that term is in our Second Life Encyclopedia, where you see here the terms as being 1. You may have noticed here at the bottom where it says to move terms, where you can move all the different terms from one encyclopedia into another. If you find that each encyclopedia seems to have a lot of the same terms, rather than use up the space, you can just combine the two into one. And in going up and in going through, if I click on Encyclopedia in my menu system, you'll see where it lists all of the available encyclopedias in my demo website here. And it shows where it has the Second Life, and it shows where it has the business slang and the definitions that we gave for what each encyclopedia will cover. You also will see, being that you're the administrator, where you can still go through and edit, deactivate, or just delete altogether. Then when I click on Second Life, what a user will find is where it goes through and they can select a letter to see, because sooner or later as your encyclopedia grows, they can go through and picking which letter of one or the other, or they can just type in for the search. And if I type in the SLURL of what we just put in, you'll see here where it shows the results, okay, as far as in terms. And when I click on that is where it gives me the definition of what we set and put in. And you still see here where, in being the administrator of the site, that you can still edit in any category that you wish. You also see where it has that anything that you put up is your own copyrighted material. Special note on here to common license. If the material is not specifically something that you have created, make sure that you have at least obtained the permissions from the person who has created it, so that you can avoid any legal difficulties or problems. So that is going through. I'm clicking to just go to the home page, where you see that I've changed what was originally on there about the PHP and put in a welcome to my demo website here. And again, you'll see where if I just, because I am an administrator, so when I logged in, it automatically gave me my administration module here, and I click on administration, and I am back to where I started, to where I can add more to the encyclopedia or any of the other content areas that you see through here. And that is a quick and easy explanation on how you can use your encyclopedia in helping out your members when they become members to your website, and in learning all the different terms and so forth that you or anybody else might put in. And that is your encyclopedia.